Data structures and algorithm experiment 1 part B. So the given question was to implement a queue with three basic functions: a enqueue function, a dequeue function, and display function. Here I use C++ to implement this. As you can see, I've used a template to to I've used a template to give the user the freedom to choose any data type or to have any data type for the queue. I've implemented the queue using a class. In this class, there are two sections: the public part, which has all the functions, and the private part. In this private part, I've declared four variables. The first one is an array pointer with the data type given by the user. Then the next one is a blunt iterator, and and the and the next one is the rare iterator. The last one is to store the total size of the queue. That is the capacity of the queue. So here I've initialized the queue with a default argument size as one. Normally the user will be having like normally the user will be inputting the size. If in case he doesn't, then the default space will be initialized to 1. And here I've initialized the front and the rear variable equal to 0. So all because they start at the same point based upon NQ or DQ operation, they increase. Okay, and I've dynamically okay, and I've assigned the size given by the user to the variable capacity. And here I've dynamically allocated the array and stored it in the array pointer. The first function is an enqueue function. Here we accept an element from the user of the user defined data type. If the total capacity is equal to rare, that means the queue is full and you'll get an overflow error. If that is false, then what happens is the new element is uh, is updated and uh, the the brand new element is is updated in the position of var, and the var element is incremented by 1. After that, we go to the dequeue function. Here, if the front is double equal to the var, that's when you have an underflow error where the queue is empty. As you can see, if that case happens, this condition, if that case happens, this statement will be printed. If that doesn't happen, then we just increment the front pointer. As this is a linear queue, you don't need to care about the wasted space. After that, we have the display function. In this display function, if the front is double equal to var, that is when the queue is empty and there's nothing to display. So I have included that like statement here. So if that is false, then this statement executes. Here is a for loop iterating from the front to the rear, excluding the rear, and it will print all the elements in the queue, present in the queue. And finally, I have a destructor which deallocates uh, like the allocated array. Like in the constructor here, we dynamically allocated that is deallocated by the destructor here. This is the main function here. And using this variable n to store the default size of the queue given by the user. Later, while initializing the queue, this class object queue, and passing that as an argument to that, the so that the constructor will initialize with the size given by the user. If this variable is not given, then the default argument uh, one will automatically take. Okay. Okay. Then we have this statements printer, which tells the user you have these three options. Just choose from one of these three. So the choice of the user is stored in the choice variable, and if that choice is equal to 4, that is exit, then this entire while loop will come out and the program will end. But if the choice is like like in 1, 2, or 3, anything except 4, then this switch case statement is executed. As you can see, based on the case, there are different options happening. So the first one was to insert NQ. So if the user gives NQ, case 1 will be executed. So here the value to be pushed is asked from the user, that is stored in the value variable which is declared here, and then this is passed as an argument to the NQ function that like that was that was defined in the class Q. If the user gives 2, that is to delete, uh, so the PQ function is executed. If the user gives 3, that is to display, then the display function is executed. If the user gives any other input than 1, 2, 3, 4, the default function says, sorry, it's an invalid input, please try again. Just a minute. Just a minute. Finally, after this, we just ask the user the choice once more, and then the program ends here. I will show you the result in a minute. I'm sorry for the interruption. Just a minute. I'll show you the result. So here's a terminal. Clear. Yeah. So here it's asking the default size from the user. For this example, I get 3. So yeah. So in order to see the underflow error works, I'm gonna give the delete option. As you can see, the queue is empty because we didn't insert any elements, and it's showing us an underflow error. So this thing works. Now I'm gonna push until there's an overflow error. So say 4, say 5, say 6. Now there should be an overflow error occurring. As you can see, an overflow error is occurring, and it's showing LQ is full. So now let me use the display function to display the elements stored in the queue. It should be 4, 5, and 6. So if you see here, it is 4, 5, and 6. Okay. You know, like if so now after this, let's exit from the program. If I give 4, it exits from the program. So that's uh, uh, that's all. Thank you.